Hi, everyone. Welcome back to No Glitches Allowed 2025. I'm your host, Darwin, here for the last run of the night. But, Ori, from what I understand, we're going to have a great time. In fact, I hear we are digi-destined to have a great time. So I want to bring it over to the runner. We have School Appropriate with Digimon World Legacy. School, do you want to take it over?
Sure, that sounds good to me. Hello everyone, my name is School Appropriate and I am beyond excited to showcase Digimon World 1 for you alongside our lovely host Starwind. Before we start the timer, there was a bid war for the tamer name and the Digimon name. What were those names again, Star?
Yes, your tamer is Tai.
My tamer is Tai.
And for your Digimon, it will be Sigma.
Sigma! I got you, just like my students say. Sigma. Awesome. All right, and with that, the timer's not going to start just yet, but I will tell you like a couple of things right away as we start. Well, first of all, the Digivolution is up and running. You can see it, you can hear it, and you knew this was coming. Our Digi-Destiny is starting today, and you're going to hear me say a lot about the run. So, the questions that happened at the beginning actually do have an effect on what Digimon I get. I get Agumon if I say I like the daytime. And if I say I like the night, then I get Gabumon, essentially. So the timer is going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So Digimon World. You either have very fond memories of this or... yeah. So this game was released for the PlayStation 1 in 1999 in Japan, 2000 for North America, 2001 for PAL, and 2002 for PC in Korea. This game was actually released before the anime, and it has two main elements. It's based off of the V-Pets. It's about raising and battling. The battling element is pretty obvious, but with the raising element, that includes having to feed my Digimon, letting it go to sleep, teaching it right from wrong sometimes, and like more things that you will see throughout the run. What's happening right now is the plot. The plot of the game is essentially me being sucked into my V-Pet keychain by Digimon, that old man-looking guy there. And he just finished telling me that I've been brought here to save File Island. File City used to have more inhabitants, but for some reason Digimon have been losing their memories and becoming feral, and our goal is to bring Digimon back to the city, restore their memories, and figure out why they've lost them in the first place. This run that we're doing today is called Legacy because it's reminiscent of how this game was ran before all of the crazy RNG manipulation, the saving and quitting, and the newer glitches that have been discovered over the years. So this is not an entirely glitchless run. This is more like glitchless, if you know what I mean. Glitchless. There will be a couple, but not
okay,
too
I get
many.
it. I got you.
Glitches, less of them. Because this is simulating our V-Pet, our Digimon are going to poop on the floor, but unlike the V-Pet, I am not going to be able to clean it up with like that button that just goes swoosh and then it cleans everything. That's not going to happen here, but that's okay. I'm training my Digimon just to give it some stats that don't suck, and we're walking into the one and only RNG manipulatable run or fight in the game. I'm going to do one thing and then I'm going to do another thing, and that one thing is I'm going to move this piece of meat over here, and I'm going to start opening my menu and mashing X once it's completely gone. And you can see my main protagonist. He is taking a small step toward his enemy. And that just helps me kind of move quicker to the bottom of the screen. Now, those fight mechanics might seem a little different from what games usually look like. We'll talk more about those in our next fight because there's plenty of things to talk about during the next fight because it takes a hot minute to do it.
I was gonna say there wasn't a lot going on. I mean, there was no fight Pokemon item or whatever, right? So,
oh yes,
what exactly goes on for the actual battle mechanics?
The battle mechanics are or just you just stand there and say go go go. Essentially, there's commands that you can use, and we'll see this in the battle UI now. I can die here, so we're just gonna hope that I don't, depending on how long this fight drags on. I'm gonna blow fire at the worm, and it's going to get hurt, but sometimes, like that, it'll block the fireball with its literal face. I don't know how that happens. So let's look at the battle UI. There's a heart, and that heart, or my pink points, are my HP. That's, the amount of health I have before I die. And I can certainly die here, I promise. It's not uncommon for that to happen. Underneath that, the blue points are my MP, and those are my magic points that I have. This is actually going surprisingly very extremely well. Oh, now it's not.
I believe in you. It's okay.
Thank you. Well, I have to believe in him. Look, I'm not doing anything. My tamer, if you look in the top left corner, is just going, go! Go! All right, you can't see it because
I believe in you who believes in your Agumon.
Oh, yes, I'm believing really hard. Okay. All right. That actually went by so much faster than I thought it was going to go, but I think this is probably one of the main things I was worried about. This fight, I hate this fight.
All right, hurdle 1 cleared.
Yes, I mean you've been hanging out in the streams. You've seen it firsthand how this can be. Yes. Goodbye, Gunamon.
No, I was gonna say it's been absolutely flawless. Every time I've seen you play this, just straight through, zero problems, fantastic.
Yeah,
Full professional.
Yeah, every time. Some of the things that I used to think about when I was a child, if we can all relate to me for a second. I used to be a child. We got stuck in video games.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
While you're stuck, I do want to say thank you, Satan, for the raid. We appreciate it. We are No Glitch Allowed 2025.
Herself?
Satan
that her?
Herself.
Herself
raiding.
Is here.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yes.
It's like an all-star appearance right now. That's crazy. Here?
This run is true. This is truly blessed, this run.
Digimon
and I just want to remind folks.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's brought us together, so that's already brought people together. But I just want to remind folks that No Glitch Allowed 2025 is raising money for Go Rescue, a dog shelter in Hampton, Virginia. Go Rescue works to provide a haven for homeless dogs, giving them the time, care, and love they need, not just to find a home, but the right home. And right now, I was not helping you get unstuck in this game, so if you don't mind.
I'm so sorry.
You lost your train of thought?
No. This game has the way that the encounters work is the Digimon of the world. Did you see that? The Digimon of the world wander around, and this is amazing. I'm gonna get shot. Okay, I got shot by a gun by a Digimon. That's not very uncommon. Like, that's, when people ask me what the difference is between Pokemon and Digimon, I always say guns. But basically, like, every screen
has...
World
came out?
Oh, yeah, until that happened, right? But there's Digimon that wander. And if they touch, not my Agumon, if it touches me, then the Digimon will get mad. And then they'll initiate fight with me. And I have to dodge them. So I'm trying to bob and weave, and that particular thing, I got stuck on a leaf. So that leaf almost really screwed everything up. Watch this super mega move. I'm gonna go to the left. Oh! Those leaves, I'm not kidding, have killed runs for me. Okay. And this ramp. just all obstacles of this game. So a lot of things just happened. We talked about how Digimon are losing their memories and they're becoming feral. This bridge is fixed. It was broken like 2 minutes ago and they fixed it.
So you're saying this is set in 2025 then, as we're all going feral on the internet?
Yeah, my Digimon's name is Sigma. And then my actual...
Okay. Sorry.
Like, if I were to pick a name for my Digimon myself, it would be Tralaleo Tralala. Probably. I don't know. That's what my kids are saying these days. I'm not really sure.
I'm not up on memes. I'm sorry.
Me either. I know what I know because of my students. And I know too much. I would like to unknow all of it. So earlier we came here because when I was talking about how we were all a child at some point in our lives, we got stuck in the video game, and in the video game, you knew that if you kept seeing the same thing, that you were just not making progress. So, I couldn't make progress for like maybe a couple months when I was a kid playing this game, and my son is hungry, but I'm not gonna feed him yet. This bridge on this screen that we just walked off of, or walked on through, is fixed, but it's broken when the game starts. So, like, how do I get across to the next area? And I had never gone down to that place where Celamon was, so I just never knew, but I know now. Okay. Celamon, the fish that I'm buying or selling my items to right now, is the one that takes us over there and helps us advance further in the game, and I certainly wish I knew that earlier, and I wish I knew what I know now about what I'm doing, which is you have to go back and recruit Celamon because they advance your item shop.
Okay.
I have to feed my son. They advanced my item shop by, earlier we had recruited that frog that's back there, Betamon, and Betamon starts the item shop for us, but really only has a couple of healing items for us and doesn't have some super important things like autopilots. I bought a couple of different items. I bought some autopilots, which help us get back to the town quickly. I bought some various. Various is basically just like the status ailment, or the healing of status problems. And the status problems in this game are kind of unique in some ways. Like, there's like paralysis, obviously. There's poison, just like any other game. But there's also flatten, which I really don't want to see. But you may see it, and I'll talk about it, and then I'll be sad about it if it happens. We're gonna visit the most...
Okay, yeah, I'll need an explainer when that happens, because I have something in my head, and I have a feeling I don't quite fully grasp it.
Firmly grasp it. That's what I thought of when you said that.
Yeah.
Sorry. I really like SpongeBob.
With excessive
references.
Force.
Yes, with this excessive force. Why was that so hard for me to say? Okay, so I've got some meat, and this meat is going to be used to make my Digimon, oh my goodness, gain the weight that it needs to gain to digivolve into our target Digimon, which is Birdramon. We use Birdramon because Birdramon is pretty easy overall to get, and has relatively balanced stats, and can also learn a move. Oh my gosh, my Agumon is literally sleeping right now, or is zoned out. I never understood what that was. I'm doing my finishing move, and I don't think it's gonna kill. It's very close. It's okay. But this is the most relatable character in the game to me, because we walk into this room and he is complaining that it is hot, and I live in Texas, so I do that pretty much every day.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, that is my...
So you said, so you're evolving into a specific Digimon. So this is not like... So I've watched the show, but I haven't played, I don't think, any of the games. And I'm used to, like, for Pokemon, right? It's like Squirtle always evolves into Wartortle, which evolves into Blastoise. Agumon turns into, like, Greymon and War Greymon. So how does an Agumon become a Bergermon?
That is the question of all time. Let me tell you that. I guess they. I think that they just did it. Well, I mean, you have to think about how it was. All of this is based off of the VPET, and the VPET. The point of it was, if you take really good care of your Digimon, you get the cool one. I don't think Bergermon's uncool, but my favorite Digimon in this game is certainly.
Am I allowed to think that Bergermon's not cool? Because
yeah, of course you are. Of course you are. 100%. Okay,
I liked, where's my Weregarurumon? I need my Digimon to have, like, cool tattered jeans.
You know, Weregarurumon is actually, I think, like, coded into this game, but, is not in it correctly or something like that. I can't remember how that story goes. All right, here's the part. I have a backup save just in case, but I'm gonna explain what's going on here because even though I'm training and this is the part that everyone like feels like that you literally just sat here for hours and just mashed this over and over again until you got your desired Digimon. I have actual targets and there's something kind of tricky that I have to do called a poop delay. So basically, every time that I train my Digimon, 1 hour in-game goes by. And you can... Sorry. You can tell because there is a Clockmon. Digimon is very literal. So like on the upper left-hand corner, you can see a Digimon up there known as Clockmon. And every time I train, 1 hour passes by. When your Digimon has to use the bathroom, it can wait up to 1 hour, and it like depends on a bunch of other little things here and there. Discipline, when they've eaten, factors into when they're going to use the bathroom. So I have a 1 to 2 frame window of... Hold on, it's right here. Let me see. I got it. Oh my god, thank you. That's so hard, actually. You have no idea how many runs I've lost to that. To my Digimon using the bathroom. So we got it. We got to delay his poop by an hour, and we're actually going to go to bed hungry, which is really sad, but we're going to do it. I'm sorry, my son. I love you very much.
So we had to delay going to the bathroom, and now we're going to bed hungry.
Yes. Just the opposite of basically what this charity is all about. Being great to animals. We are being so bad to our Digimon, and yes, I do feel bad about it. I don't like doing this. That's actually... I've been running this game for... like 2 months or something like that. And, I've actually avoided running it because I can't stand the Digimon abuse. But here I am now. Alright, I'm gonna actually allow my Digimon to poop on the floor this time. You're welcome. He's upset. That's a cat noise, by the way. If you, like, listen very carefully and just think about cats, that's a cat noise. Sound. It's so funny to me, this game. Alright, so it just shifted to the evening time. You can tell because it's orange now. And I have to train for 2 more hours now. 2 more hours. I have to train normally for 3 hours past the evening shift. Because Agumon will get sleepy after the 3rd hour. But I'm gonna train for 1 extra hour because... It does something to his, like, poop pattern so that he doesn't have to use the bathroom while I'm training him to Digivolve. So this is the day that he should Digivolve. I am now going to force feed my Digimon. He just did a little happy dance to tell me that he's full. I didn't let it all play out. I'll let it play out one time because it's very cute. But I have to force feed my Digimon because I need to make it 15. There's no weight units, so it's just 15. Like, I'll just show you. There you can see it says weight 15. So you can use like whatever thing you want. 15 days.
Megabytes?
Megabytes. Oh, wait, that's so cute. You're a genius. They need to hire you.
I got your back.
Huge horses. Okay, we did it, I think. I hope. We should get a bird. I hope. If we didn't, then it's okay. I have a backup save. Sometimes I think I'm gonna get the bird and then it doesn't happen, but it's probably a bird. Excellent. This was the thing I was
That looks like a bird.
worried about.
There you go.
Anyone who hangs out in my streams for any amount of time who has seen me play this game knows we don't always get the bird, but we did get a butterfly on top of the bird. That's pretty bad, actually. That butterfly means that my Digimon is super duper, is like maximum unhappy, hates me so much, and the little butterfly is literally its only source of joy. So whenever we're walking around in public together and just traveling the Digimon universe, the butterfly will be there. It will be my Bergermon's only source of happiness. So it will walk or fly. It'll fly very, very slowly. And if I just stand still for a second, oh, I don't want to do it actually because I'm speedrunning. The butterfly's also gone, so that's interesting. My Bergermon will stop and stare at the butterfly to make itself happy. Like, it'll look for its own happiness with the butterfly. That's actually how that works. It is a debuff as well, so you definitely don't want to see it too often. It's a 2% debuff per each, like, tick of happiness, I think. I'm not sure if that's right. Don't quote me on that, actually.
But this isn't like a permanent debuff, right?
It's permanent, I'm pretty sure. So when my stats are down, they're down. So we want to see that.
I didn't know if you were saying that the butterfly is here or not.
The butterfly seems like it has disappeared, which is excellent. My Bergermon's taking a poop, and since my Bergermon is bigger, oh, you can't see it. It's behind the log. That's good. That would be embarrassing. Because my Digimon is bigger, it has bigger poops.
I'm just holding my hand over the screen to give a little bit of privacy to your Digimon.
Oh, that's good. That's what the newer Digimon games do now. Like when you take your Digimon to the bathroom, if it's like one of the V-Pet style games, it will just have some screen. It'll have like a garage door or something that just shuts. I'm not exaggerating. It's like a garage door. I don't know why. I'm not sure why.
I was just used to the anime where instead of the poop being brown, it was like pink. And me being a child watching the anime, I was like, what's with these weird, like, strawberry...
ice cream.
Like, ice cream that's on the ground everywhere and everyone's, like, making jokes about.
Mm-hmm. Yes. No, I totally get that. Digimon World did not want to censor anything. It just put it all out there for us. It's there.
I will say, quickly, though, chat, we were talking about the butterfly being the only source of joy for your sad Bergermon, which I hate to hear. Chat, my only source of joy is your donations. And I feel like this is something you could very easily fix. So I will say, first of all, !donate.
Yes, me too.
To get in your donation. Again, we do have a milestone that we're pushing for tonight. So if we can raise $2,000 tonight, we will get a job. School and I will finally be no longer unemployed.
I'm saving the world.
And we'll go. I mean, Monochromon apparently needs you to work at their shop.
An 8-hour
there's
shift.
that, I guess.
Yes.
So we do have that incentive or that milestone. And again, any donation goes towards that milestone. So again, I see the link at the chat. So thank you so much. But I also put it out there at the very top or during the break. I apologize. The minimum donation is only $1. So I know that, like, especially with some of these larger marathons, people love to hear like the gigantic, like, oh my God, somebody donated like $100. Honestly, any amount you can donate does help. And I would love to hear about your pets. So donate $1, tell me about your pet, it'll go towards the milestone, and then the rest of chat will get to hear about your pet too.
Yes,
All right,
I love talking about
that's my
pets.
plea for now.
Oh, excellent. Why is this so slow?
I'm not as cool as your Bergermon, but I have to remind chat so that they hit the buttons for my VPet so that I don't have as many butterflies.
Oh yeah, we don't want those debuffs. So what we just did is we talked to a ghost, and the ghost doesn't speak anything. It just goes baka baka baka. And we have to guess what's going on. So we guessed, and it worked. And now they're joining the city. So every time we recruit a Digimon, they are joining the city and they're getting a job. Right? And my job, like, I already thought my job was to save the world, but apparently you got that's the shop where I would have to do the incentive. That's where I would do my 8-hour shift after saving the world. But you know what? I would be happy to do it because charity. Because dogs. Let's go dogs. Okay, this is gonna be something. We'll see what happens here. Every practice run that I've done, I've gotten this first try. What's about to happen is one of the most frustrating things about this run, which is spinning shot, a move that I need to learn. And that move is a 14% chance for me to learn it. It is oak. It's even less if that happens. He just did a move called Hurricane, so I'm probably... That's spinning shot. Maybe I will get it. Maybe. We'll see. You can't really tell what's going on because it's happening in a corner. It's just... This entire game is extremely janky and buggy. You wouldn't have Digimon World without glitches, honestly. So we'll see what happened here. And I did not get spinning shot. That's okay. I could try again.
So is this something where you just have to like fight this battle over and over again and you're like learning moves from the people that I was about to say Pokemon, the Digimon you're fighting?
Yes. Sometimes I call Pokemon Digimon unironically and Digimon Pokemon, so like it's fine. I will just take it as that. Like that would not bother me. But yeah, so this sand Yanmamon, because Digimon has a bunch of recolorings, and Yanmamon is usually like a yellow what is that? A dragonfly? I don't know what that is.
It looks like, I was gonna say dragonfly. And you could just say this is a shiny Yanmamon.
Oh yes, I did that all the time in Digimon World 3. I think hold on. My throat. Okay. Did I get it? You'll know if I got it because it'll say not like that. So I didn't get it again. That's okay. We're gonna keep trying. This is the most RNG heavy part of the run. So I'm just gonna walk out of the screen. And that Weedmon is like eyeing me down. It just turned to look at me. It doesn't like that I'm there. Weedmon really don't like anything. So,
well, while you're working on that, I want to give a quick reminder to the folks who are watching. In addition to monetary donations, Go Rescue is always in need of supplies to keep the pups happy and healthy. So they accept dry and canned dog foods, bleach, cheap paper towels, laundry detergent, furniture, and even vehicles. So you can go to gorescuedogs.com, and at the top you can find a tab that says how can I help. From there you'll see their Amazon wish list so that you can provide something for them that they might need. If you can't donate now, that's something you can bookmark for later, share with a friend. Let's go help those pups.
Yes, please. I'm gonna reset my audio for myself because it's... Oh, it missed? Interesting. Okay. This is a little scary because I didn't get it again. Because I have to use healing items since the Sand Yanmamon is hitting me with Spinning Shot, and Spinning Shot does just a lot of damage. That's why we want it as a move. It's going to be our main move for the rest of the run. So we'll see. What is this? This is my 4th one. We'll see how many times it takes.
I have a question, though. So
Yes.
you're talking about specific moves, but then I'm looking at this battle UI. I see items, so I got that part at least, but it's not like there's a command menu where you're telling your Bergermon to do this move. So how does that work? Like, are you managing, like, I learned this move, and then Bergermon forgot this move, 1, 2, 3, poof. Again, I'm going to keep making Pokemon references because that's the more recent thing that I've seen.
That's fine. I don't know if I've met. I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but I do like Pokemon. Like I do like it. I just always like Digimon more. I've said the reasons a bunch, but essentially I like that Digimon is normal kids. Oh, don't you? No.
I mean, it's a really cool isekai. I'm with you on that one. I just haven't played the Digimon game, so like I played like the first couple hours of Cyber Sleuth, and that was, I don't want to say tedious. That was hard to wrap my head around, and I just wanted to hang out with some Digimon. But yeah,
oh my gosh,
again,
so
sorry,
mean.
I distracted. Like, how does like the actual like battle mechanics work? When it comes to like learning those other moves and such.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm gonna do it again. We can see. I might. I have been saving. Each time I do my thing, so I may if I don't get it from this one, I think I may reset my console, just because I am using a lot of healing items, and I'm not gonna have enough for this section I need to do.
You won't have enough floppy disks?
Oh, you know, I guess I could just stop by the store and buy some. You know, like I could do that, but.
We did have a question in the chat. What is your favorite Digimon game?
My favorite Digimon game? My favorite Digimon game of all time is Digimon World 3. It's like very classic JRPG. I love I don't know what that art style is called, but I like how it looks. I like I still haven't gotten it. That's crazy. That's insane. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reset my console because I will not have enough healing items to get through like what I need to do. So I was just super unlucky.
Chat, we need a little bit of RNG love in the chat. So if you don't mind, get your various bless emojis, emotes in there. Let's try to get some luck in here.
Yeah, and sometimes this game feels like it has worse luck than Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, which is insane to me. That's crazy. But I run that game too, and I swear it feels that way with how many times I reset for this. But
okay, so here's the problem. If you get me started talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, then literally they're gonna have to get one of those old-fashioned canes and yank me off the stage.
I only know.
But, yeah.
I don't know. Let me see. What do I know about Yu-Gi-Oh? Also, what's happening right now? What am I doing?
All right, so it starts out with my partner is watching this stream, and I'm waiting for them to just message me, being like, "Why are you talking about Yu-Gi-Oh?"
Oh no, that's okay. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. I've seen it probably like
as I see them in chat.
I watch it.
No, I find it interesting though, like talking about like this is to Digimon like the anime as like Forbidden Memories is to like Yu-Gi-Oh the anime, because it's like this is not how the game works,
right?
But yeah,
yes, there are no. Let me think. Like the guardian signs are like what to this? I don't know what to compare it to. And I also still haven't answered your question. I have it in the back of my head whenever I fight again, but I have to go through talking to the ghost that doesn't speak again. So we're gonna talk to the ghost, who is going to be extremely cute. Their job, I need to tell you guys the jobs of the Digimon that are entering the city. Bakemon's job is professional stander. It just floats. That's it. So, the job that probably many of us would be okay with doing, this leaf is going to ruin the whole run. If I run into that leaf, it's going to ruin everything. Okay. This place always used to freak me out as a child because those guys just run straight towards you, and that guy scared me just now. Like, all of these reactions are genuine, truly. These dodges sometimes, like, you think you got them, but you really don't. Alright, so I'm gonna talk to Bakemon. I'm gonna poke him. And then I'm gonna run away, because I still can. There's, like, a little animation that Bakemon does for a while, so we have time to do other things. I'm just gonna say yes, yes, no. Have no idea what he's saying. And Bakemon will say, yeah! And then go to the city. If you get it wrong, you can... you know, try again, but you can't try again, I think, at the exact same time. Alright, I'm actually holding upright here so I can dodge. If I don't hold upright, those guys will get me. They have gotten me many times in my casual playthrough of this. Right now, I'm standing on an invisible bridge that was triggered by talking to a fluffy blue cloud.
Avert your eyes, this is not a glitch.
Yes, this is not a glitch. There will be glitches, but as I said, this is more glitchless. Less.
Yes, glitchless.
I'm a big fan of no major glitches runs, because it's so fun to hear about, like, the arbitrary things of this is a glitch or this isn't a glitch. It's an unintended mechanic, right? Okay, so we're doing this again. I don't know how many... let me see. This is my 6th one, I think. And he starts with Hurricane, so that sucks, because that means that I have less of a chance of learning Spinning Shot now. But it's not impossible. I can learn it still. Okay, I'm going to try to be a little more conservative with my healing items this time, just in case we do get it sometime this year. Oh, goodness me. Oh, 795. I'm trying to keep track of the damage that Sanyamamon is doing, because not only do I have to manage the commands... I didn't get it again. Okay. Not only do I have to manage the commands at the top left, that I'll show you this time for sure. This time for sure. Here, we'll look at it now. On the top left-hand corner, you're going to see 3 commands. It's going to say Your Call, Attack, and Run. Your Call essentially means your Digimon can learn or can have 3 moves equipped at the same time. So let's say I have 917. That's quite a big difference. Let's say I have Spitfire, the move I'm using right now. 758. Man. Spinning Shot and Spitfire equipped. If I were to use Your Call would essentially tell my Birdramon, hey, you can use whatever you want. Do whatever attack you want. If I use the attack command, like I'm doing right now, it doesn't really matter because I only have 1 move. If I use the attack command, I'm telling my Digimon, hey, you should go all out. If I were to... this is not good. I shouldn't do this. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I figured he was about to do that. That's okay. If I were to increase my brain stat, would allow me to learn other commands that are pretty interesting, but... okay, I'm gonna have to reset this again. Potentially. Let me see how many items I have. Oh, okay, we need to leave. I learned Hurricane, which is not the move that I need to know. I need to know Spinning Shot. So we're just gonna go back and try again, I guess. It's like a meme to us whenever we learn Hurricane instead.
You would say you got rocked like a hurricane?
Oh, I absolutely did. I'm about to be again. This is crazy. This is like some pretty bad luck, I will admit. Okay.
Yeah, well, you know, this might be bad luck for you, but for all of our viewers, this is just more marathon.
Yeah,
so,
I never... yeah, I totally agree. 100%. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're completely fine. I was just gonna say that, you know, we're giving them some free extra marathon by just showing how this battle mechanic works, right? I was asking questions and you're just being kind and showing me more how this works. But chat could actually extend this marathon as well by helping us hit our milestones that we get a job. So I would have to somehow to do besides hosting. And that is available again, !donate. We are trying to reach $2,000 by the end of the night. It's a large milestone, but again, it's going to a great cause with Go Rescue Center. So !donate, or as well as incentives to learn more.
I feel like
I have to walk the line of like joking and then actually trying to be nice when I'm talking to chat.
Oh no, I understand. I walk that line all the time. I get it. But I know, as much as I would, I want to continue the run, I never really see it as a bad thing whenever runs go wrong, just because you're absolutely right. It means that we have an extension of the marathon. And we are a little bit ahead of schedule, I believe. So that means we just have the intended time together and maybe some more potentially if we do reach that incentive, which would be awesome. I would love to make my Digimon get a job for everyone, even though I'm all, like I've been saying, already saving the world. Let's see, did I get it that time? I didn't get it again. I'm going to have to reset again. That's insane.
All right, well, while you're resetting, we do have a donation from Sprint6864 for $10. There are comments saying, I have 4 Shibas, all of whom have been rescues. Got to donate for a good cause. So Sprint, thank you so much. 4 Shiba sounds like a lot of energy, but thank you for telling me about your pet. Chat, this is your time. I would love to know about your pet. I can give you, I have 3 cats. So the one I will give you for free, the oldest cat, his name is Griffin. And he is by far he is not fat. He's just a big boy. He's a very big boy. So Griffin's my big boy. Do you have any pets?
Me?
Yes. Sorry, I was talking to chat before, but now I'm talking to you.
Oh, you can hear from them first in the form of monetary value.
Yeah.
Oh wait. I do have a pet. She is a cat that I found in the trash a couple years ago, and then she just became mine. So that was great. She's so sweet.
That's a rescue.
Yes, she has the tolerance of, I don't know, like think of the most patient thing. What is the most patient thing? A timer. I don't know. She's very tolerant of anything. Clockmon. Actually, Clockmon has 0 chill in Digimon World 3, but we'll say Clockmon.
Patience Mon, Zen Mon.
It's I don't think about it anymore when my Digimon drops like an enormous turd just on the ground and then complains about it. I don't think about it anymore. But I'm sure someone for the first time watching this would be like, "Oh God, what is
I mean,
game?
Chat, you're with me, right? You're holding your hand respectfully in front of the screen, because that's what I've been doing this entire time.
Yes, giving my Bergermon some privacy, since I don't feed it or let it sleep or train it until it's exhausted, and it's exhausted right now. So my Digimon has little bubbles on top of its head to tell me when it's facing problems, and right now it's facing exhaustion and hunger, but I'm not going to do anything about it. Sorry, Bergermon. If we do reach the incentive...
Okay, we still love you, Bergermon.
I don't. But it's okay if you... Yeah, I don't like Bergermon, because Bergermon, in the context of this run, can be super annoying with having to delay the poops. Like I've said, if anyone has spent any amount of time in my streams, the amount of times that I don't get Bergermon, and if you get 5 care mistakes instead of 4, which is the maximum Bergermon can have, you will get Marimon instead. So every time I see that spiky Human Torch guy, I just lose it. I crash out. Every time I see Bergermon, it's like I just finished reading the best book on the planet. I have such happy feelings. Wait, I don't like to read. Why did I say that? I'm leaving the graveyard. I think the graveyard's messing with my thoughts. I need to get out of there. And we're gonna go back and learn spinning shot this time. Right? I say to myself, that's not me yelling at anyone, it's me.
No, we believe you, believe in you, chat believe in you. We also have a donation from one of the people watching who heard my call for pet donations.
Yeah.
And so we have 25 he sent, who says another one. Okay, Medi's my partner, so we're cheating. Sorry. Another one of Starwin's cats, but this is also Medi's cats, is Saffron, who is neurotic, bright orange savannah cat who enjoys mischief and has perpetual nervous energy, which I would know nothing about perpetual nervous energy, but
yeah, me either.
Thank you for the donation. Yeah, not at all really. You know, maybe Nervous Mon would have that energy, but not me.
I'm sure that Digimon exists.
But it is a good... it's actually, you know, we already have Clockmon. But it is a good reminder that, again, we have right now what is open as just a milestone. You don't need to go in and click on anything or apply to anything. Just donating gets you closer to hitting this milestone. So thank you so much. And exclamation mark, I have to get better at saying that, but I never do. Exclamation mark, donate in chat. We'll give you the link to our Tiltify.
I'm gonna get it. I'm not getting it. Okay.
I was really hoping that like all that talking and stuff was gonna like ease those nerves so that we could, you know, get that
I know.
spin
me
shot.
Too.
Yeah.
Me too. Well, it doesn't. It certainly. Oh my gosh. Oh, you dodged that? That's pretty cool. All right, we will eventually move on from this. Like, it's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen. It's just, well, he keeps using Hurricane. So, I am unsure. Aw, come on. That's spinning shot. That's the animation for spinning shot. So every time I see it, I just hope. I'm hoping. Alright, just one more. Oops. Alright. Spinning shot, spinning shot. I learned Hurricane again? Oh my god. That's crazy! I'm stopping. I'm resetting. That's insane. Yeah. Crazier than Forbidden Memories. I'm not kidding about that. That's insanity.
You know, we're giving chat more marathon every single time.
Yes. My Bergermon is quaking. Thinking about getting a job. Working that 8-hour shift. It's never seen a day of work in its life. Okay. Alright. Okay.
While we're getting back up to speed, maybe you are watching along and thinking, wow, this is super awesome. I host like Starwind, or spoilers, School Appropriate is also one of the chat mods, and think I can get involved with the marathon too. Well, if you'd like to help with future events, we always accept volunteer applications before events. They typically run alongside submissions and are announced on our Discord and Twitter. Keep an eye on those if you're interested in running production, tweeting, or skating the skeets. I don't know if we've agreed that's what that one is. Or hosting live on mic like me. Says like me right now. I'm sorry, I'm not reading the copy exactly. If you're looking to volunteer, it is your first time, we'd be happy to help. We have a ton of first-time volunteers here, and seriously, helping out with the marathon is a ton of fun. I'm chuckling it up here, but seriously, I think I volunteered for my first marathon like maybe only last year, maybe it was 2 years ago, and I've lost track of how many I've volunteered since. So really interested, please hop on our Discord. We're always looking for volunteers, and it's a great way to be a part of the community.
It certainly is. I totally agree. It's so fun, honestly.
You get a chat mod, you get a cool sword.
Yes, you do.
Just saying.
I started volunteering relatively recently, actually. I think within like the last 2 years, and I try to apply to everything that I can because it's just so darn fun. So, definitely piggybacking off of what Star has said. Please volunteer. And also submit.
It's a good time.
Start running that game that you think, that you've thought about running for years, and just do it. Learn a route that you think is interesting. Like, I tried that for Skyrim horse tilting because I thought it was so hilarious when I saw it at GDQ. It made me fall out of my chair laughing because of the way that the Dragonborn, like, flies off of the horse. As you're, like, trying to fast travel to all of these other places. I found it so funny that I needed to learn it that way. Yeah, go do it.
I feel like I'm not great with crowds, but honestly, I talk all the time for a living, so I shouldn't pretend I'm like this nervous. But, you know, hosting for GDQ sounds so daunting, but the live audience reaction every time there was a horse tilt. I remember I was not watching the stream and I had my tablet like across the room and I was like, man, the crowd is going crazy. What's happening? And then, yeah, that happens. So now I'm just wishing I had that like energy from chat of just so I could do the like, oh, are we tilting? Are we tilting? But you know what we can do. Ready for this? We can go to Tiltify if you hit exclamation donate.
Ooh, the segues.
I walked a long journey. That was like I Skyrim my way up the mountain to that punchline.
Very good. Why did that hit me? But what? That Spitfire didn't even do anything. That's wild. Okay. It's okay. We canceled that spinning shot that San Yamamon just did right now. Come on, video game. There's one other super RNG heavy portion of the run, and it's even less of a chance. It's 3%. So, we'll talk about that more as we get there, but it really hasn't been too bad in practice, but that was in practice. So, everyone knows who's ever, you know, done anything where you practice something and... Oh, gosh. That's insane. I think I'm gonna break this. I'm gonna go to, like, this snowy place. I'm just gonna skip this guy for a second. I'm gonna go over here just to, like, break this weird juju.
Yeah, we're you know, we're manipulating the RNG, other speedrunnery words, right? This is what everyone always says when they're ad-libbing.
Yes. I mean, I'm not, like, intentionally trying to do anything, I guess. Like, none of this is intentional. I just feel some bad juju. I need the spinning shot to play the game. Hurricane, is this attack, and this attack just has such a long wind-up animation. It would take so long to be able to win fights with that, if even. It's just so long that I think it would get canceled out surely, like, every time. So we need spinning shot because that wind up is much quicker. Okay, I'm gonna use an MP floppy just in case we do actually get to see spinning shot. But I'm just gonna leave through the snowy area from now on, just because I'm feeling the snowy area. I'm feeling it. Okay. All right. I'm going back to the snowy area. We're
So you
going
talked
back.
about, you know, taking that moment to learn that run, to get involved. I'm curious, what made you start running this game in particular?
This game, I love Digimon. Like Digimon, if I had to pick a franchise that I'm You started with Hurricane? That's crazy. Um I ran this game because it's a game that I played when I was a kid. I love Digimon, and this monster raising like VPET style Digimon game is actually like my favorite formula of the Digimon games. There's a couple games that are like it, but if you don't know anything about the first couple Digimon World games, the first 4 Digimon World games are all completely different from one another. None of them are the same. So the first Digimon World game is this. It's this monster raising battle thing. And Digimon World 2 is a dungeon crawler. Digimon World 3 is a classic JRPG. Digimon World 4 is a eh. Oh, man. Oh my gosh. This is
I'm like holding my
insane.
breath every time.
Me too. That is crazy. That's
So
insane.
you just enjoyed the like monster raising aspect rather than like over the RPG elements of like 3, you're saying?
I think I still like Digimon World 3 the most. I'm gonna spam triangle and X so that my protagonist can take a step forward because I'm actually standing right next to the elevator. And the elevator, if I do get spinning shot, is the next place I need to go. So I'm gonna be in position for that. I'm gonna throw a healing item just because spinning shot does a lot of damage.
Elite Spud, thank you for the raid. We appreciate it. For folks hopping on, this is No Glitches Allowed 2025, raising funds for Go Rescue Pet Shelter. And you can hit exclamation mark donate in chat as we're trying to learn spinning shot, but we're also working towards a milestone of getting a job. So for folks who are hopping in, now's a perfect time. We're talking about our favorite pets. So if you go to our Tiltify, you only need to donate $1. We can learn about your pets, and we could potentially get a job.
Yes, we can get the job. Let me see how many. So here's what I could do potentially if this really takes this long. I don't have a save where I have spinning shot like at this specific part, but I know that I do on my emulator. So I could do that and switch to emulator potentially. Because this is like insane. I can't stress this enough. This is like really, really bad luck. This is really bad. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe this is the one because the game feels bad. It's not. It's insane. I don't even know how many it's been so far.
We're just here having a good time raising money for a charity. You're good.
Okay, I'm gonna reset this one more time, and if I don't get it within let me see. If I don't get it within those 2 tries, then I might just switch to emulator for the sake of like continuing because like we need to continue. Okay. I should have that save. There's saves that I made when I was like learning the game, so things are probably a little jumbled up, but that's okay. The loading times are also I'm running this right now on my 90k PS2 with FDS on, with fast disk speed on. So the load time between screens is much quicker than it is on emulator. Much quicker. So I'm gonna try this literally 2 more times. I'm gonna use these 2 Sanyamamon 2 more times. And well, on
This is
emulator
complete,
it's
Paul.
sorry.
we're all behind you. So if you need to use the emulator just to get things moving, that's completely fine. But honestly, we're all here. We're having a good time. So they don't feel a need to rush or anything like that.
Well, I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. I would really like to just do this on my PlayStation because the way that save state is set up, it's not with you can play this game with no memory card. So essentially when Bergermon goes to sleep, right now, because I am playing with memory card, there will be two options where it says go to sleep or you can save and go. And my save state doesn't have that, so I would have to do like save states, I guess, if things were to go wrong. But I mean, if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. So I'll try to give this a couple more shots, but let me see if I can somehow like fix this. I just did or what I tried to do were some catch-ups just to try to change the RNG a little bit. So you can advance the RNG in the game by catching up with your Digimon. So I'm just trying to get something different, like a different, I mean, the only correct result is to get spinning shot. And you'll know when I get it because it'll say at the bottom, and then I have to press X to let the
then everyone in chat will be ready to hit
Oh my god, I hate to be the person that I'm sure other people have said this already. I'm not sure, but this has never happened before. Not like this.
Oh my god, the thing.
Yes, this has never happened before.
So I've never got to be here to witness a thing. So I'm so happy to have heard the thing.
Yes, this has never happened before. I don't know how many times I've fought the Sand Yamamon, but I will tell you I was not expecting for it to be that many times. You know, I can also get spinning shot from that Tsukaimon that's there, but I don't think I'm gonna... Should I try it? Maybe I'll try it. Just to try it. It's a low chance, though. But it's different.
I mean, I had the producer in my ear, and I'm just hearing, you got this, we believe in you, so...
we It's really the RNG that we need to believe in. Like I'm fine. I just need to get it. I just need to get it. We just need it. Okay, let's see if you give it to us, Evil Potato. Stop.
I was gonna say, what happened to my precious Potamon?
It's just staring at me. This is just staring at me. Can you use Spinning Chop? No? You don't know it? The poor thing is just... Oh, there it is. Wait. No, that's not it. It's just dancing. Evil Potato, why? That's spinning shot. I dodged it. This would be a little more ideal for me, actually, if I needed to do multiple attempts, just because I use less healing items. I'm resetting mostly because I have healing items that I need for like a couple of encounters. Tsukaimon, did you give it to me first try? No, Tsukaimon dropped a meat. Birdmon was injured. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking about this. I'm just gonna go over here. I have time before I die. So I'm injured right now, and that sucks, because what that means is Bergermon's tiredness plays into its hurtedness, its ability to be hurted, and it's hurted. So if I don't treat this wound that it has, it will become sick, And if it gets sick, it has a certain amount of time before it dies and it loses a life. Your Digimon has 3 lives, and if it loses all of its lives, then it will die for real, and become a Digitama. From there, you can pick, like, another Digitama, so it doesn't always have to be Agumon. It can be, okay, you started with Spinning Shot. Like, that's giving me some kind of hope, so I'm just gonna pretend like I'm gonna get it and move some stuff around. That's Spinning Shot again. Oh my god! Oh my god, why do I have to play the most RNG intensive games? That's 3 Spinning Shots in a row. This has to be the one. This has to be. But you have to give me time to heal.
I'm believing in it.
Oh, throw this. It literally only did Spinning Shots. That is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna try one more, and then we're gonna go the save state route. Okay, because I need you guys to see more of this run. Oh my god, that's crazy.
The game just didn't want me to pop off. It was scared of my power.
It used Spinning Shot again. Like, every time it uses Spinning Shot as its first move, I go, okay, all right, and then This is so crazy because when I did my practice runs, like over the last 2 weekends, both times that I did my practice runs for this, I got Spinning Shot first try. And I even said out loud, I was like, I bet this is sucking up my luck for later. And it did. But it's okay. Again, because that means that we just have more time in the marathon to hang out and potentially reach some incentives. Okay.
I mean, we're working towards our milestone, obviously. So everyone knows that we're threatening to get you a job. So anyone that uses ! donate and doesn't learn Hurricane gets us closer to that $2,000 milestone where we will have School Appropriate and her Digimon get a job.
All right, I'm pulling up Duck Station because oh my gosh, that is crazy. Okay. I'm loading up a state.
Hey, KJO, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. Just a reminder that we are raising funds for Go Rescue. And if you know, the vibes, hey, we're having a good time, but, maybe we need some better vibes. Go Rescue has a section on their website just dedicated to adoption success stories. So if you want some positive vibes, why not check out gorescuedogs.com/success stories, and you can get some adorable pictures and some heartwarming tales.
Okay, I just loaded up a save state because, yeah, I am so surprised. Truly, I am. Okay. I'm so surprised. Okay. Because that is insane. Alright, now we have to pray for... There's another, like, luck-centric part of the run where we have a 3% chance to see a Digimon. And the amount of times that I've been able to count, just to, like, give people an idea... I have been able to see that Digimon as I'm walking into the screen where it exists. And I have also counted all the way up to 87. Wow. This is brutal. That's crazy. Okay. Well, that was fast. So, I'm very surprised because basically we're in the same state where we were a second ago. My Digimon was injured because it lost a little bit of its HP, and I was super worried just now that it would be injured again, but it wasn't. So that is positive news. Okay, so all right. Because I'm playing on emulator now, again, for the sake of continuing the run. The load times between screens are going to be a little slower. So I'm actually going to try to mitigate that as much as possible, because it takes like a noticeable difference of time. Okay. So at this point, what we are doing is, when we trained in the first place to get Bergermon, we're not actually doing it for the sole purpose of making our Digimon stronger. We're also doing it because we're literally trying to waste time. This is my save from when I was practicing this run, when I was still new to running it. So hopefully in my practice run, I had all the things that I needed. I mean, so far I see that I do, but yeah. All right. We're running through over here, and instead of seeing Dromogomon, we should see that the volcano is open. It is a volcano, and inside we're going to meet a new friend. The guy that I get sometimes when I digivolve into the wrong thing. You know, I think that this is actually a good thing. I'm sorry?
Oh, I was actually asking if there was a second for a donation here, because we have quite a generous donation.
Oh, go ahead. Absolutely.
Yeah, we have a $100 donation from Talladega QWERTY.
Wow.
With the comment, "Time for me to be a job creator." So, chat, that gets us $50 away from our milestone. Just $50. And you know, we'll have to get a job here. Saving the world isn't going to be enough. We're gonna have to get a real job. It's not a real job. I told my parents, hey, I'm trying to save the world, and they said, get a real job. So $48, yes, is all we need.
I'm sorry, I forgot how loud that was.
I think that Shovel Claws, thank you so much for the raid as well. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, super excited to have more people here witnessing the actual part of the run where you actually play the game, instead of just grinding for spinning shot.
It's been a flawless run so far.
Oh yeah.
So if you go, you don't need to watch the VOD. Just perfect, like RNG. We're on world record pace.
Yes.
We're just looking for people to hit !donate to help raise funds for Go Rescue Center.
That's exactly what we're doing. Okay. All right. Heat laser learned. I'm learning different techniques. That's very interesting. Okay. It's always perfect every weekend. That's right, because I do speedrun this every weekend, and I will tell you it goes a lot differently. It's either I don't get a run going or I get a really good run going. So, yeah, I'm just gonna spoil this for you right now. This has definitely the potential to go overestimate, potentially, because of how long it took for me to find spinning shot. I really wanted to do it on my console, so that I wouldn't have to use this, but it is what it is, and that's okay, because again, we're here for probably just a little bit longer so that we can hang out and talk about a great cause, which Star has adequately talked about. Lots of times, asked you about your pets. We got to hear some great things, but we would love to hear more, certainly, right?
Oh, of course. Like a $5 donation from Anubuk that didn't have a comment, but dollars is going towards those pups. So I always appreciate any donation, no matter the size. So thank you so much.
All right, my Digimon just refused to eat something that's good for it. Eat it, my son. He's eating it now. We can't see it because... Oh. Okay. All right. We just missed something. But I think it's because on my practice save, I was going slower because I was just learning the game. I'm really happy that I have it though. So we missed being able to talk to a certain Digimon, but that's okay because that just means that I can train my Digimon up a little bit more. It's really not that big of a deal because time goes by really quickly when you're training. It is not the end of the world in this case. Okay. All right, we're back at the city. I'm gonna go ahead and do this actually. Okay. I'm gonna sleep here because if I sleep in the screen that I was just in, oops, I just opened. If I sleep in the screen that I was just in, oh, this is okay. That's good. That's a good thing. Okay, great. So this is I don't need to use save states. I can just do this. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna trade.
Yeah, this is a flawless run on your personal PlayStation that we've been doing perfectly this whole time. For anyone that's just been joining us, we're here at No Glitches Allowed 2025, raising money for Go Rescue Center and witnessing a world record pace.
Yeah. World record pace would definitely just realistically, they do find spinning shot first try. All right, we have spoken to Euromon so that we can see the bad guys. We'll see them. It'll all be normal. I'm really not worried about this part. Why does my practice save have less money than normal? It's not like a lot less, but it's less. I find that interesting. That Weedmon sits there menacingly. Alright, this funny music tells me that things are correct. Nothing's happening right now because I actually entered the wrong way on purpose. That's the way we're supposed to do it. So I'm going to enter that screen again, and the thugs, the Agumons and the Ogremons, will be there to cause a little bit of mischief, but that's okay. Because we're going to beat them up.
Is it comic mischief? Because if this is rated higher than teen, I think I have to avert my eyes.
Would it surprise you to learn that this game is rated T?
Is it really?
It is. The promo for this game is quite interesting. The official promo says something along the lines of, "Don't play this game if you suck at video games." It says that, those words.
All right, well, I can't play this game. I'm sorry. You won't get any competition from me on the leaderboard.
Oh my gosh, okay. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, these guys are not super duper dangerous. I'm not worried about how these fights are going to go. I'm just worried, I guess, mostly about the amount of heals that I have left. Because there's not a lot, but I can just stop by the store and pick some up. It's not a big deal. Hoping that I can find maybe some extra items laying around so that I can buy some more, potentially. This Ogremon is canceling out a lot of my attacks, so that kind of bites because I'm using a lot of my resources for this fight that I don't want to use. Sometimes these Agumon can drop small recoveries, though, so... let's see. Dropped an HP chip, dropped a small recovery. Oh, they... Okay, one of them dropped a small recovery, so... That's nice. Okay. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and feed Bergermon this HP chip right now. It's gonna grant... I think it's 500 HP plus 500 HP. Those offense chips that I fed Bergermon earlier gave it plus 50 HP each. But unfortunately, I do have that butterfly debuff here. We usually see it here, so it's not like an enormous surprise to me, and it's not a big deal. I just rotate off of it. It's fine. It's good.
We do have a very valid question in chat.
What is that?
I actually don't know this one either. Does every Digimon have Mon at the end of its name?
I'm thinking really hard about it.
For whatever reason, like my recollection of the anime makes me think that there's at least like one exception.
I want to tell you that yes, they all do, but I feel like that would be wrong. I'm not sure, to be quite honest with you. Okay. Some cool things happening here, some cool dodges. This one's easy. I just have to walk straight forward. But that one in the previous screen, I had to talk to that washing machine or whatever that is so that I could dodge these guys. This one's interesting. I have to walk straight into this fridge and then walk this way and wait until this Agumon looks at me so that I can run forward and pass them. That fight is unskippable. So that fight is unskippable. So if I do get it, that's really bad news. Because I will have to fight it and I cannot run away. Okay, we'll see how this fight goes. It's essentially the same thing. I'm not worried about like dying or anything. Mostly just thinking about oh goodness me. Trying to get the bang for my buck. I kind of just did. I killed 2 Agumon with 1 spinning shot. Why are you What are you doing? Oh. What? It was like facing the Agumon that were already dead. That's weird, but okay. Alright, these Agumon can also drop small recoveries for me again. Just out of range. This video game really knows that it's in a marathon right now, and it's like... it's doing something. It's being a little mischievous. But that's okay. This entire game is a little mischievous. Okay. You may attack now. I'll just heal because we have another fight coming up anyway. Heal my MP. I definitely need to stop by the store and buy some extra stuff. Because that's not going to be enough for the next fight. Okay, cool. They dropped another recovery. That's nice. Cool. Alright, this is the second time we've seen Ogremon, but we will see him for a third time. Because he will run away and not join the city, even though it's like the classic anime thing where you beat someone up and then they realize that you're really cool and they need to do what you say. For some reason, whatever that happens for. There you go, my son. Thank you for eating that right away. I'm gonna pick this up because I need it. And we're about to... check this out. Okay. This is one... I mean, I don't really know if we'd call this a glitch. It's more of just walking interestingly, so I do need a sound cue here. I don't know if that worked, actually. It looks like it didn't work. Okay. I think this works differently on emulators, so I'm gonna have to adjust to this a little bit. I don't know about that one either. My Birdramon has stopped moving? Okay, we're gonna give this one more try. And then if it doesn't work, I'll just do this normally. That's fine.
So what exactly are you trying to set up here?
I need to listen for the bird noises. And I'm trying to wiggle past... I think we got it this time. I'm trying to wiggle past that Gaburimon so I don't have to fight it right away. I am going to have to run into it on my way back. But it's gonna basically teleport me back to the elevator when I run away from it, so I don't actually have to fight it. It almost wouldn't have been a bad idea to fight it anyway, because it looks like on this save I'm a little low on money, but that's fine. Okay, I should just be able to...
You know what would help you get some more money?
What is that?
If we had a job, which we are only $43 away from.
Oh, well, I will tell
So
you,
folks,
we have time.
As a reminder, don't... No. We're putting this challenge out in the chat. They've been coming through for us, and we're just $43 away from having School Appropriate and her Digimon work a 8-hour shift after saving the world, because saving the world was not enough. So for folks who have tuned in a little later and are enjoying this amazing flawless run, in the beginning I was asking folks to like tell me about their pets, and that's because if you go to !donate and go to our Tiltify page, you only need to donate $1. So I would love to learn about your pets. For $1, I can know more about your pet. Chat, the rest of chat can know more about your pets. And this all goes towards that milestone of, helping end this unemployment that's happening on the stream right now.
Yes. 100%. Okay. I'm going to go back to the place I was just at because we talked to a Digimon that was stuck for some reason. Not quite clear on why they were stuck, but they were stuck. And they have unstuck themselves. So that is Shellmon, and Shellmon's job is they're going to write the news. All right. There will be a news bulletin that Shellmon will write that is necessary for us to read so that we can actually continue the game in some spots. Okay, and we're on our way to our third Ogremon fight. Will it be the last time we see them? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, I'm not used to seeing the day enemies here, actually. Yeah, this is like a little janked up because of let me see. Oh, you went the other way. You weren't supposed to do that. This is a little janked up because, oh, are you serious? Oh my god! My Bertramon had to take a dump and I was in the middle of running away from these giant ice monsters. So he ruined everything. Can you just stop ruining the game with having to go to the bathroom? Please. Where did it put me back to? Where did it put me back to? Okay. Alright, we're gonna try this again.
Alright, well, we're retrying this. You know, if you're liking, like...
Crazy.
Because, like, we're all cozy right now, chat, right? Like, we're all here. We got something to drink. We're comfy. I got some good PJs on. Maybe you like really long runs. Well, then you might enjoy Complete-a-thon, which is a charity event dedicated to completion of speedruns. So this includes 100% all collectibles, even categories where you collect all the specific collectible. So it's like all red berries or all shines, just to name a few. So if you're interested in getting involved or finding out more, make sure to join our Discord and follow us on Twitter to get updates about future.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is actually not behaving in the same way that it would. So I'm having to do some like adjustments on the fly. But that's okay. You can do a little bit of movement while the screen is transitioning, but it's hard for me to feel that now because the transition times are so different. Okay. It's so different. But we're doing it. We're doing it. We're almost at the third Ogremon fight. We just have to talk to this blind Waymon right here. And they're going to tell us about some rowdy stuff happening in some places. And they're like, can you please help me kick out those losers? And that's what we're going to do. Okay. Again, third time that we see this Ogremon. Will it have a change of heart? I wonder what that boat could be used for. When you gotta go, you gotta go. It's just Bergermon happens to always pick the worst times to go. Always. Always. Okay. So these guys are gonna ditch, and then there's going to be a Waru Seedramon that joins, and Waru Seedramon has some pretty scary attacks. One of them deals like over 1,000 damage to me, and according to my HP, that's not gonna fly. So I'm just gonna hope that they just did it. That is so interesting. Please kill them. Please kill them. Okay.
This has been a run of all time.
It has. Like, it's all of my games are sentient. They just know. Okay, I'm gonna keep throwing these. That is a big attack. That's a big attack. I'm gonna use a medium recovery so that I don't die from that, because that is a big attack. And we see one of the status problems. That's called flatten, and I'm gonna dodge this. I think I should. Yes, I dodged that attack because I'm transforming back into my Digimon form. Again, this game is based off of the V-Pets, so that's why you saw what you just saw a second ago. Okay, great. We got a 2-for-1 there. I would really like to kill the Waru Seedramon, and we're going to kill it because it's, like, zoning out. I don't really need to, but I'm going to use this double floppy just so I can kind of get rid of it. And I'm healed to full health. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. We're on to the next part of the run, which is seeing if this Ogremon had a change of heart. I swear that the dialogue exchanges between, well, everyone in this game just tickles me so much. It's so funny. But this guy literally just said psych after saying, oh, I'll join your city, and then just leaves. So okay.
That's when did this game come out again? Because that's some like real 90s, like not joke.
Yes. It came out in 1999 in Japan, 2000 for North America. All right. The Bergermon has refused to eat the autopilot that'll take us back to the store, or the city. So I have to scold him. I can only scold my Digimon when they don't eat items that I want them to eat. But if they refuse to eat food, I can't do anything about it. You can't scold your Digimon for not eating food. All right, we're gonna sell some items that we have and don't need. I'm gonna keep this second meat actually. Let's see. We need feels interesting on this controller. Let's just buy 2 of these. I'm a little low on money. Okay. We're gonna buy as many of these as we can. Cool. And there's that Bakumon that I had recruited before, and yes, there's the professional stander. Literally just floats around looking adorable. Now we are at the hospital where that horse shot me. This horse shot me. And, is telling me that they are now a doctor. And they have renounced their ways with firearms.
I mean, it makes sense why he was trying to give you a shot then.
Oh my gosh, I've never thought about it that way. That was so genius. But I needed to talk to that Centarumon because it activates an event where there is a Digimon that is injured, and I have to feed it or give it a small recovery so that it can be healed. I'm skipping a text box here by running through that really weird. If I ran straight into it like a casual player would, then I would see a text box basically saying, "Whoa, this place is open now." I'm gonna try this dodge. Okay, great. That dodge is actually pretty hard. Took me a lot of practice to get that one. But the Unimon's gonna be here on the floor, unable to fly or whatever it's trying to do. And we're going to give it not an autopilot, we're going to give it a small recovery so it can stand. And it's also going to join, it's going to join the others at the shop. I guess when the devs were like, okay, what do we make the Digimon do? They just all said, let's put them in the shop. Now I'm looking for aliens. Evidence. Okay. There was evidence of an alien there, and I'm just gonna say, huh, and then walk away from it for now. I'm scolding my Digimon.
I'm doing the hand motion from the aliens meme.
Yeah, no, I see it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it in my head. I can see it. I'm doing it too. We're like the same person.
So you were talking about the shop. I do have a $5 donation from CDubs55 who donated $5, which is going towards our Get a Job milestone. And the comment is $5 for the DigiDump, which, you know, again, folks, if you didn't tune in earlier, we are respectfully putting our hands over the screen to give the Digimon privacy when they need to use the bathroom. But school and the dogs do appreciate the $5 donation. So thank you.
Yes. Very much so, indeed. All right, we're going to fight Greymon, which in my opinion is the coolest Digimon in this game. I love Greymon. I like him more than Metal Greymon. So just to put it in perspective, we're pretty behind right now. Like, we're pretty behind right now. So we have a good amount of time, not like a century or anything, but we have a good amount of time to hit that incentive to make my Birdramon get a job. Like I said, doesn't know a day of work in his life, so I would like my son to experience the real world before the real world experiences him. I don't know what that means, but okay, all right.
I mean, we all need a little bit of retail therapy, and Birdramon needs to spend some time working in retail.
Oh, my Duolingo is yelling at me, but that's okay. Duo can wait.
You could practice your Japanese with me.
Okay. What do I say? You didn't Duolingo. Duolingo me. Just makes me write Mizu all the time.
I mean, speaking of Mizu, it is important to take breaks and to drink lots of water. But
I haven't done that.
Folks were tuning into your stream and watching you do your Japanese Duolingo. You can also just put ! Japanese in the chat, because No Glitches Allowed 2025 is proud to partner with the Japanese RTA community to offer a Japanese language restream. So if you prefer to watch this event with Japanese commentary, head over to twitch.tv/Japanese_restream or type / Japanese in the chat. Whoever is doing this, I know this is not how it works, but I'm imagining that there is someone really cool over on that stream who's having to like dub me. So I just want to say, you know, hello to Japanese Starwind out there. I know that's not how it works, but hey, thank you, Japanese restream. Sorry,
yes.
I shouldn't laugh at my own joke, but
I do that all the time. I've been doing it like the whole time we've been here. All the time. Okay, I'm gonna waste some time, in-game time, not like speedrun time. I'm wasting time in-game so that we can save time here. If that makes sense.
So is
Um,
this like a is this is like one of those classic like save the animal, save the frames things, but instead this is like kill Clockmon, save Clockmon?
yes. That's like the weirdest way I've ever said yes in my life. But what I'm trying to do here is make time go by faster, because there is a Digimon that I need to see who is not RNG reliant, is just reliant on time, in-game time. So um if the time on the clock is not correct, then we will not see that Digimon. So I went back just because I didn't want to wait the entire time. So that we could just go straight into the next part. The other RNG heavy part of the run is this 3% Metal Mamemon chance to encounter it on this screen. So what runners end up doing is rotating from this screen to here over and over and over again until we see it. Let me see, how much time do I have? I do have some time. I'm gonna try to help the process a little bit, because the load time is gonna be ridiculous. It's really bad on DuckStation. Okay. There's a bug flying around me. It's a curse.
Well, I do want to just give folks a reminder that No Glitches Allowed 2025 is raising money for Go Rescue, a dog shelter in Hampton, Virginia. Go Rescue works to provide a haven for homeless dogs, giving them time, care, and love they need, not just to find any home, but the right home. I've talked about my cats. Again, please, exclamation mark, donate. I want to hear about your pets. Tell me about your pets. But speaking of pets, they always say that the pets or animals find the home that needs them. And Medi sent this in a comment earlier, but yes, we have a very neurotic cat. And so, sometimes you gotta have someone that can take that time, put that sort of effort in. But that's one of the cool things that Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center is doing, is being able to have that kind of time investment to find someone a right home. So it's a great cause that your money is going towards. I have to remind folks again. I have to break kayfabe every now and then, and like actually say this is a wonderful cause, and it's not just me yucking it up here while we're watching this awesome run.
As you're looking at the literal, like, this is the part that we fear the most, truthfully. I will know when Metal Mamemon is there when I don't see that Guardramon on the screen. And I'm really trying to help DuckStation along here, because, like I said, the load times for this game on DuckStation, or just like any emulator, are so bad. They're really bad. So once we don't see that Guardramon there, I will know Metal Mamemon exists. But at a certain point in game time, I will stop rotating through these screens, because I have to make it to another screen for essentially a shift change that some of the Guardramon do. You can't fight these Digimon. You can only wait for them to get out of the way. Okay, we have one more in-game hour to try this. If it doesn't happen now, that's okay. I have other instances where I can do this. It's not that big of a deal. I can do it some other time, but I'm doing it now because I have in-game time to do it. Okay. It also kind of needs to happen within, like, if you look at the clock bond, it needs to happen where I'm in the red part of the clock, because whenever you get into any fight, even if you don't actually fight it or not, it advances the clock by 20 in-game minutes, which would be 20 seconds if we're looking at like the like the clock hand moving. There's only one hand on it, so that's the minutes going by.
So if we do have a little bit of time, I am curious. Can you explain a little bit of how that or what that job is? Because actually, I have a $50 anonymous donation.
Oh, wow.
No comment. But you don't need a comment because you know what that means.
What does it mean?
Means we're going to have to get a job. So, can you explain what we are going to do now that we have hit our milestone? Thank you so much, chat. Can you talk a little bit about this job that everyone worked so hard? Again, thank you so much to everyone in chat. That was over $200 that we raised.
In the span of this run?
While I was joking about being, about making all these unemployment jokes and you know, saving the world is not a real job. What is the job we're going to do?
The job we're going to do is basically work at like a convenience store. And I think it's just like any other job. You walk into it, like I'm not going to manipulate anything. We're going to walk into it and we're not going to know what's going to happen, just like a real job. Just like a real retail job. I worked retail like I worked at a GameStop and a Best Buy. But I mean, that was just a good experience overall, I think. This is crazy. I wonder how many times this would actually take. I'm curious, but I actually have to stop looking now. That's wild. This entire... Okay. I have to stop looking now, because if I continue to look, I'm going to miss this. So we're going to walk over here to this screen. I'm 1 second away. There we go. Okay. That's insane. But we're gonna get a job after we save the world, which, that...
As we has established that it's not a real job. So we're gonna save the world and we're gonna work at a convenience store.
Yes, the Combini. The Family Mart. Combini.
So
all right.
What do you prefer? A 7-Eleven, a Family Mart, or a Lawson's?
Do we have Family Marts in America? I've never been to Japan, but I would love to go.
I was hoping you've been to Japan because I've never been
to
Japan.
No. I've not,
calling my bluff.
But I mean, I've seen like a bajillion. I mean, I want to go so bad. I want to go actually next year, because age is happening, and I would like to go and walk around before I can't do that anymore. That would be swell. So I will let you. I'll follow up on this question. But I guess if I had to pick a convenience store like right now, it would be a Circle K is the one that we all like. Ooh, that attack hurts. I'm glad that didn't happen. That attack hurts. I'm glad that we dodged that. This fight's going really well so far. This is good to see. Okay, that hurt a little bit. I hope you don't do your really big one that you're doing right now. Okay.
Convenience store ice cream. That sounds... So, okay. But you said you're from Texas, right?
Yes!
Is there not a Buc-ee's near you? I feel like that needs to be a go-to.
Oh, wait, no, you're totally right. Sometimes they're... What? This run has been so brutal. You changed me into a drawing? That's crazy. But yes, I do have a Buc-ee's. It's like relatively close to me. I love Buc-ee's. Like, if you've never been to one, you need to go. Please do. It's an entire experience. Oh, this chip is right next to me. That's cool. Okay. What are you doing? Oh, he's pooping in front of the Giromon. That's a little embarrassing.
Jack, remember, hands covering the screen respectfully.
Respectfully. Getting out of the way. These dodges are an art. These dodges are an art. Okay. They really are. Learning how to move on each screen is... I mean, I guess that would be essential for like any speedrun, right? But Like in the context of this run, it just damages so much if you get into fights that you're not supposed to get into. It messes with your in-game time, it messes with your interactions with other Digimon. It is not good news. Okay. We haven't seen this yet, but there's like some mysterious gas underneath us that we just told that Andromon to turn off because we don't. Why did you do that? Oh my gosh. This mysterious gas that's underground, and we just told him to turn it off. I don't know why. Why would you turn on the mysterious gas? What is the purpose? Okay, we're leaving. We're leaving. We're gonna try that again. That's not Gardramon's usual like walking pattern. No, he's doing it again. I'm just gonna go like around. Oh my god. They're chasing me! They're sentient. I promise they are. Okay. Ooh, you talked about Buc-ee's, and I'm actually creating like a Buc-ee's shopping list in my head right now. Like as all of this is happening.
Okay, so what's your Buc-ee shopping list?
I always go to the beef jerky bar thing that they have, the giant beef jerky wall, but I don't get it from the wall. I go to the guys and the ladies, all of them. I go to all of them and I say, I want the freshest jerky you got. And then they give it to me. They give it to me, and this guy's actually hurting me. This fight is supposed to be one single hit. And there's the single hit. Okay, I'll throw this. But I'm not gonna look for Metal Mommymon right now. I don't think. I'll have to do it later. Because there is another time sensitive in-game time event that happens only within a certain hour of the game. So we're gonna need to make that happen. Pick up this item. It's very hard to see, and I remember when I had first started doing practice runs of this game. I'm gonna try a dodge here, see if it works. Well, that one worked. That's good. That one's kind of hard too. I don't know why that other one didn't work. The Gardramon's supposed to go more toward me, but actually pulled away and just changed its entire pattern. That was interesting. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and skip Metal Mommymon, I think, for now. We're gonna have to go back and see Metal Mommymon later, so we're not skipping it by any means.
For folks who are tuning in, looking forward to Bergermon's new Combini lifestyle, how much longer is left in the run before we would... Because I think you said this would take place after the run, right? Before we get to this incentive?
Yes. That's a great question. Because of how long it took for Spinning Shot to happen, like that never happens. We're like at least a good half hour behind, which is like super rough, but I'm trying to catch up wherever I can right now. Okay, that was quick. That's good. There's 3 different places that the Biomon can go. So I'm happy that it picked to go to there. There's a screen that I could go straight to my right, but because I'm doing this on emulator instead of console, because of how it was, I was just not getting Spinning Shot from doing it on console like at all. So we're just gonna go this way. It's safer. There's not dodges here. There's dodges that I can do on PlayStation without like, and was a bug, without any issues. But on emulator, everything is just like interacting so differently. So, yeah, a lot of this is feeling very on the fly at the moment. But we're doing it. We're gonna do it. That Garamon didn't try to charge at me. That's good. Okay. All right. This is Sukamon. Sukamon and the other Sukamon and the King Sukamon live in this, like, literal pile of poop. Which is what Sukamon is shaped like. So I'm going to pick up this fishing rod. It's super important that I do that for this next part. If I didn't pick it up, that would ruin everything. All right. I'm going to autopilot out of here.
I didn't know we were back to the Stardew Valley fish tank run.
Yes, we are.
So you'll get spinning shot. I'll get the crab. We'll meet at the community center.
This sounds like a plan. I like the plan. Okay. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of shopping before our next fight. Ninjamon hits, like, kind of hard, but I'm not super concerned about this being not just a normal fight. So okay, we're gonna buy a couple of various, lots of MP floppies, and as many medium recoveries as we possibly can. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. Okay. I'm gonna have to go back at some point to get more. Okay, I'm gonna feed you some small recoveries because I haven't done any battles in a while, but when I ran into Elecmon in Gear Savannah, it shocked me 3 times, and it did about like 1,300 damage to me. So I'm gonna try to heal before I get to the Ninjamon fight. All right, and reading that board was necessary for something that you'll see later.
I mean, we're learning about the UFOs. We already went through this. You know, we were looking for evidence. I was hand signal, all of that.
Yes. Okay. All right, I should be good to not die during this fight. I have died to this fight before in normal runs just because I might forget to heal, and Ninjamon decides to use something huge to kill me. I am confused, but I'm just going to focus on healing so I don't die. And I'll go ahead and throw a Various so that we can heal that confusion, and the confusion got healed already. Oh, that was good, because Ninjamon just did its ultimate. Great. Awesome. Cool, so we're going to pick up that quick chip. We're not going to use it. It would normally add 50 speed, but we don't need it. We don't need that. Our speed, we just train on our own. We should be good. Okay.
And again, I think you talked a little bit about it, like, previously, about, like, kind of the setup here. But it's like you're going around and, like, bringing everyone back to the city because, like, people forgot they got feral. So at this point, like, well, we're like rebuilding File City or whatever, right?
Yeah, so I don't really know where we got the whole like Digimon going feral thing, honestly, because they're not necessarily feral. They're just like upset that people are messing with them whenever we're trying to oh, I have camera. I got the camera glitch. Oh, it fixed itself. Okay, I almost did. I almost did. All right, so I need to hear some stuff here. Nope. Yeah, these loads are making this really hard. But that should have been it. So what's going on now is, this is one of... There's like 2 glitches in the game that are allowed in the no major glitches category, which is this part of this legacy run. And this one is nicknamed the Jesus glitch for obvious reasons. I'm standing on water. This is pretty neat. So I'm going to throw out this meat and wait for the Seadramon to come and take it. It's currently circling around the water, and we actually got here with a good amount of time left on the clock. Let's see if he takes it. Okay. Awesome. And then we can just yank it. Should be good.
All right, then our bundle's almost complete.
Yes. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, yes, we are like pretty overestimate, unfortunately. RNG was extremely bad today with trying to learn a move called Spinning Shot. It's a 14% chance to learn, and it has literally never taken... I mean, I don't know how to stress this. It's never taken that long to get it to happen. Ever. I usually get it within like the first at least like 4 or 5 tries, but I lost track of how many Sanyamamon we fought to try to get it. It was either I wasn't getting it at all, or I was learning Hurricane. I think I learned Hurricane like 3 or 4 times. It was some insanely bad luck. Really, really bad. Really, really bad. So yeah, that's why that looked like that. But we are in like the final stretch, final couple of splits. I'm going to train my HP specifically because the final fight with Machine Dramon, or Machine Draymon, depending on, I guess, which game you play and you like. That final fight, if Machine Dramon uses its finishing technique, is really brutal. So I'm gonna try to have the stats to survive that as best as I can. I have to sacrifice a little bit of offense strength, but yeah, we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best with what we have, because that's what we can do. I'm just gonna let...
So I'm assuming these like training segments are just always kind of available, and part of this run is just like routing the appropriate times to train.
This particular training session that we're doing right now is mostly for just wasting time, actually, so that I can wait for a certain Digimon to show up over here, and also to buff my stats. It's really for both. It's really for both. So we're gonna talk to this Kawagamon that sits over here. And this Kawagamon and the Kabuterimon that we saw earlier are going to help make the our gyms better, which if you've played this game, you would appreciate that very, very much, because because earning stats in the gym is just it's brutal. It is hard to do. Okay.
No, I get it. I'm totally out of shape, so that the gym can be pretty brutal.
Oh, it's so brutal. I totally get it. Okay, we're on our way back to Factorial Town, and I'm actually gonna use this time. We didn't get Metal Mamimon before, because I couldn't. There just wasn't enough time in the there wasn't enough time in the what is it called? In-game time for me to be able to do it. So I'm gonna try to rotate through screens here as best I can. No way. This is the safe dodge. Oh, he just quietly chases me. That's fine. I guess that's fine. Okay. That actually gives us an opportunity just to walk back into the screen, so that's fine. Nothing is time-based anymore anyway, so I'm not worried about time-based things anymore. Okay, let's see. I was planning on counting out all of these, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. It's been many times already. The highest that I have ever counted is up to 87, and the least that I've counted is 0. I just walked straight into it, so it's super volatile when it happens, and yeah, it's a 3% chance. So I will know when he's there when that Guardramon isn't on this screen, but the Guardramon is always there, so he needs to go away.
All right, chat. We need some luck. We need some RNG to go in our favor.
We do, because this is, again, like it's more times than all of my practice runs, and I think like just all of my speed runs in this game combined. There we go. I don't know how many times that is. I'll go back and I'll count.
Thank you, chat. I believe that was all you, chat. Thank you. You really killed it.
Thank you, chat. All right. This fight, it can be tough. It just depends on what attacks Metal Mamimon uses. He's using Metal Splinter a lot, which doesn't do a whole lot. Wow. Using it a lot. That's pretty interesting.
So we're waiting all this time for this Digimon to spawn, and now we're just fighting? I thought we were going to get like some important item and, again, help us save the day so we can get to our real job.
Well, to be fair, we are going to get an item from it that will help give us a lot of money, which is going to be good because let's see. Let me do this. Oh. No, the game. Why did the game do that? I'm probably injured. I'm not? That's wild. Because I spent all of that time. That's wild that I'm not injured. Okay, well, I'll take it. Let's see. What can we get rid of? We can get rid of this piece of meat now. I only had an extra one just in case Seedramon did Seedramon things. So we're gonna that's the last RNG heavy thing. Now I just have to go through the game. Good news. Alright, so I'm gonna try to get through this as quickly as possible. As quickly as possible. But yeah, this game definitely threw some interesting things at me. Okay. If you don't talk to that Digimon twice, then you will be extremely confused when you get to the end of the game. Extremely confused. I haven't done that yet, but maybe someday. Maybe someday.
So is that actually like required to clear the game, or
it is, because what
happens? That's
a great question. So we need to have 50 prosperity points, meaning we need to bring back Digimon that equal to 50 prosperity points. So if I recruit a rookie Digimon, which is basically like a Digimon that's the size of like Agumon or something, that's 1 point. If I recruit a champion Digimon, that's 2 points. If I recruit an ultimate Digimon or a perfect Digimon, it is 3 points. There's no... Some of you, if you're familiar with Digimon, be like, well, where's the megas? This game was made before, like, the Pendulum keychain came out. So... or actually, no, that's not true. It came out just slightly after the Pendulums had first came out. So, megas actually had not existed yet. Okay, we're gonna go to the shop, and we have just a couple more splits here before we get to the end. But yeah, oh my gosh, this was a lot. It definitely threw a whole bunch of stuff at me. To give like perspective, my first ever run of this, when I was like a completely new runner, was, what was it? It was like a 150 something. So this was like, my best time right now is not that it like really matters, but it's a 129, which is pretty good. I'm gonna buy like a couple of these. I don't think I need a bunch of them. I want to buy as many of these as I can. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, we should be pretty set for a good end game. I need to check like how many items I have. I may have to go and go to the shop one more time to buy some extra recoveries just in case, but that's not a big deal. I do that sometimes even in the runs I do normally. It's just Digimon with a cloak. With a cloak. Okay. Okay, drill tunnel. So this is the fourth, and I'll just spoil it for you, the fourth and the final time that we'll see Ogremon. So we're gonna fight this Ogremon.
There was a sign out there, so...
There was. Alright, this fight is really not anything that I ever worry about.
I love their little angry faces, though.
I have been paralyzed. Okay. Alright, that should do it. Okay, that fight's pretty quick. And they dropped some small recoveries for me. That's good. They both did. And Ogremon dropped the HP chip. Great. So we are going to feed that to our Bergermon so that we can bump up its HP. I'm going to try to grab these small recoveries, but if I can't, I'm not going to worry about it. Actually, I think I'm just going to skip them, just for the sake of saving every second that I can. But this Ogremon is finally realizing the error of its ways, and
it joined the city.
It did join the city, finally. It wasn't even a joke that time. This part is always weird to me because the Digimon that are supposed to be knocked out are... One of them is awake in a really ominous way. I think I can grab this one pretty easily. Let me grab this. Okay. Awesome. There is something pretty gnarly that can happen there where if the Agumon if the Agumon falls on top of you in a very specific way, you will be stuck there, and the only way that you can get out is by autopiloting, which wastes one of your autopilots, but it's okay because we have an extra one anyway. Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a nap here. I'm gonna take a nap here. I used to think that those Demi-Marimon that are flying around, I would have to fight them, and I never wanted to fight them because they're so cute. But you don't have to fight them. They just kind of walk around and tell you stuff. It's nice. Okay, this Dramogamon has joined the city because now that the tunnel is finished, it doesn't know what to do anymore. So it's gonna have a pretty interesting shop. It's in, well, it is a shop, but it's going to be an item hunter. So it will look for special items in the game for you. It's pretty cool.
And that's like part of the upgrades you're doing to the city over time.
Yeah, this game does a really good job of telling you nothing, which I think just makes it feeling it feels so rewarding when you make any progress. It really does. I was not making this progress when I was a kid. Oh,
I was about to say this is I don't want to be that person that's like games back in the day, but that I feel like is a very quintessential childhood experience of like, this is the game I have to play. I don't have anything else. I don't know what's happening, but I'm just going to keep playing it, and eventually I'll figure it out.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so we see more of these crop circles that were not there before. They were not there before. And we just say, "Huh, that's weird," and then we leave. Huh, that's weird, and then we leave. And I'm gonna autopilot and check out Shelmon's board one more time because there will be a new article or story or whatever. I don't know what we want to call it. Journalism. There will be a new journalism there, and it will say aliens are real. And that's all it says. I'm just going to leave now. It says aliens are real, and we're going to go back to the exact spot that I was in. So I can see the alien finally. I can finally see the alien.
Finally, this is paying off. My board with all the red string pointed everywhere and just doing the hand sign. There is a Pepe Sylvia. There is aliens.
There is. They're here. We're about to see one, and it's gonna point a gun at me. A little scary.
I was not prepared for that.
Me either. When I first saw it, me either. This dodge is a lot easier.
I thought they were supposed to come in peace.
This one did not. You'll see. It also makes like the worst noise ever. I don't know how to describe it. Okay. What? How do I describe this noise? Ugh? It's so bad. So you can get this Digimon as like a Digimon that you have to raise, and it's an adventure because if you have to walk around with that thing for multiple days, like in game, that is something that I'm glad I did not experience often. All right, Bergamon, come on. We need to take the autopilot so that we can go home, so that we can beat the video game. Awesome. That's really the last recruitment that we have to do. So I'm going to be on my way to Digimon. And I'm going to talk to Digimon. And now Digimon is basically telling me that Mount Infinity is open. That's our final destination. Almost there. We're going to use an autopilot here because the autopilot is going to take me out of the house without me walking out of the house. If I walked out of the house, Airdramon would come and ambush me. I'm going to reorganize my items and just kind of double check things here and make sure that I've got everything I need. Because these next couple of fights they can be pretty hard. So we'll do our best with that. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Mount Infinity, here we come.
So is this like our final dungeon?
This is our final dungeon. We made it. We made it. After all of the things. After all of the things, I'm happy that we made it here. Okay. All right. The screen scares me a little bit. That dodge is kind of hard. That one specifically. All right. Here's my first mini boss. Digimon. Gonna hope and pray that we don't see a ton of Thunder Justice from them. There's an attack that they can do that is super hard hitting. I'm hoping that it uses Muscle Charge instead. Oh, no, it actually attacked me. Okay. Okay, there's Muscle Charge. So that makes Devimon stronger. Just gonna keep trying to heal my MP as much as possible. Oh my gosh. I need to throw a Various so that I can get rid of that status effect. I'm just gonna keep throwing my smaller recoveries. That's Thunder Justice. I'm gonna throw a smaller recovery so I can save the other ones for the other fights because... Wow! Okay, let me try this again. Almost did Thunder Justice again. I just saw it. Was whipping it up. Gnarly. Okay. We've got 2 more fights after this one. And then we've made it. Through all of the hardship. Yeah, I cannot stress how hard this was. Oh my gosh.
This has just been a journey, and Chad has been with us on this journey.
Yes, and
Or I guess, actually, if I'm going to stay on brand, this was an adventure. This was like a Digimon adventure.
It was a Digimon adventure. It wasn't a Digimon adventure. Okay. Oh my gosh. We're almost there. We're almost there. We got 2 more fights. 1 more hard screen. It's not hard, but on console, like, this used to be incredibly hard for me because this place on my CRT looks like just one big green gloop. So I can't see. I can't see. So there's, like, this particular part. This part is a little bit of a challenge because you have to be able to move in such a way where one of your legs... Oh my gosh. Wait, if I do this, actually, if I do this, and I run away, I'm actually just going to go back to the screen I was just at, so... It's actually better just to take this fight than running away from, or just running around it. It'll just teleport me back, and that's fine. Or it should, rather. It did. Can't move. That's weird. Let me just see if I can bait this. Okay, we just baited it. That's fine. Come on. There we go. You have to bait both of them, and it's a little scary because they blend in pretty well with their surroundings. Sometimes it's tough for me to see them even here when it looks better.
Yeah, it's impressive that you're, like, dodging all this. I mean, I would prefer this over random encounters, but I've been wanting to potentially learn a speedrun, and literally the notion of trying to dodge random encounters has been the thing that's like, I don't know if I want to deal with this. So I'm really impressed by your ability to do that routing.
Oh, thank you. Random encounters, like when the screen just goes and then it's an encounter.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I hate those.
And then the Pokemon music starts in the middle of this Digimon World game.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear it. I'm just gonna heal my Digimon now because Metal Greymon is the next fight. And he's got some hard-hitting stuff, and I don't want to go through all of my medium recoveries. I'm just a little concerned about it. So we're just going to play it safe because we've made it this far. Alright. He ready. He go. Speedrunning a game with random encounters in it is just every time it happens, I think I literally feel myself or hear myself go, oh, every time. And I'm like, why am I complaining about how the game plays? It's the game that I like. I chose this.
You start seeing the people with their like step counters and stuff like that. I'm like, that sounds like a lot of work.
Okay. That was good. That was good. I'm going to use as many small recoveries as I can so I can just not have to worry so much about... Ooh! I'm canceling a lot of Metal Greymon's attacks. That's good because Metal Greymon has a bunch of status like that one. I'm going to focus on staying alive. Yeah, I'm not going to use the various because I'm just going to stay alive. I think he's just straight up missed me just now. That's okay. He's able to get in a couple of attacks here and there. Luckily, not a lot of status problems. It was just that one, and this one, like, this is... all things considered, actually still pretty good. I'll just throw it. I'll start throwing my medium recoveries. Wow, I just got confused. That's okay. I'll just keep using my various because I have an item called a protection. And the... oh, no. The protection is going to protect me for an entire fight from status issues. Yeah, that didn't hit actually too bad. One more, buddy. You can do it. That wasn't the time to do it. You can do it now. Wow. Okay, now Birdramon is actually just selling super hard. Is paralyzed. I don't really have enough time. I just need to focus on staying alive. I'm going to heal my MP, and I'm going to heal the rest of my HP before I go into the final fight of the run. Oh my gosh. I don't need to pick up. That's a defense chip. I really don't need it. I'm just gonna heal the rest of my HP or like close to it so that I can just be ready for this next thing. Okay, let's do one more. Great. Okay. The boy is going in. Making a save state just in case, so we can just see the end of the game. And this is the reason the Digimon have been losing their memories. It's a guy.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
An adult who likes computers.
An adult is not supposed to be in this isekai.
No, not at all. I don't know how he got in there.
Man. Adultmon.
This sequence is so intimidating to me, even though I know everything that's gonna happen. It's still... yeah, it's still scary. It makes my hands sweat. Alright, I'm gonna try to find an opportunity to throw the protection so I will be protected from status errors so I don't have to throw out my various and I can just focus on staying alive and throwing my HP items.
So if we're doing our Pokemon analogs, that random adult dude is our normal type gym leader then?
Yes.
He's the Larry of this game.
Sorry, this is like really scary. Oh my gosh. How many times are you gonna throw it? Oh no! Okay. This is fine so far. It's okay. I need to interrupt his...
We believe in you.
I need to interrupt his attacks. So I need to keep healing my MP so we can have an opportunity to interrupt. It's kind of hard. Because... he just interrupted one of mine. That's okay. If he does that one hits really, really hard. I'm trying to avoid that hitting me as much as possible. I'm gonna try to do this. Please don't do that. Oh my gosh. Oh, you interrupted it. That's awesome. Time is going to be when Machine Dramon's HP hits 0. I don't actually know how close we are. We'll see. It's not time yet, but we're close. We're almost there! Come on, my son. 717, so I need about 2 more attacks to actually land. They need to land. Come on, buddy. Finish the run. He just got hit in the face while he was trying to attack. You need 2 more attacks, buddy. He needs 1... No. He still needs 2. Or he can crit. He needs 1 more attack. And that's time. And that's time. Oh my gosh!
Oh, that was...
Oh my god.
That was a journey. That was an adventure.
That was a really... That was an adventure. That doesn't make any... Okay. Alright. We did it! Yay! Yeah, so this run, if you were to look at the leaderboard, it really doesn't have that many runners. And at first I thought it was because, oh, people must not like this game or something. But it's really because of the RNG elements that you saw today. Spinning shot, 14% chance. I fought, I don't even know, like, I don't know how many, like more than 10, 11, 12 Sand Yamamons couldn't get spinning shot. No spinning shot for me. Yeah, oh my gosh. I would love to tell you some more about how crazy that run is, but that is the end of this game, and we do have an incentive to get a job. So...
Yeah, now that the world has been saved, Bergermon needs to, you know, start paying off some debt, I'm sure.
Yes.
Pay for all those floppies.
Just let me know when you're ready, and I'm ready. Like, I'll do it. I will do it.
Yeah, I think if we can cut right over...
yeah, I can load that. I can load that up. I can load that up, like, now. Okay. So, I fade away... And then there's music that plays. And there's the credits glitch. There it is. Alright, I'm gonna reset. Oh, wait, this is on my... Okay. I think this may or may not be on my console. But, like, so much time has gone by, I just need to check. It's either on my console or it's on here. Let me see. Don't worry. I'm using the tab button. It's okay. Oh, I think it's this one. Okay. So I can try. Okay. We're gonna go get a job. So there's a... You can see when my Digimon was loved instead. This is my Digimon that I actually cared for. I had Metal Greymon, and I love him. He's very cute. When he's happy, like he is right now, he makes happy sounds, and he does really cute little machine things. Like if I just look at that, it's so cute. Okay, so we're gonna... This is not going to take a long time. Our shift is 8 hours, but like to us, that's nothing. That's nothing compared to the things that we just handled. So... all we're gonna do is wait, and then come down here to that shop I had mentioned earlier. And we're going to work for Monochromon. And Monochromon is a recruitable Digimon, but this minigame is absolutely notorious. Just like, I guess, the entire game. This minigame is absolutely notorious for being very unfair and stupid. Like I said, worse luck than Forbidden Memories. And I speedrun that game too. And like, I can't. Oh my gosh. So we have to make a profit of 3,072 bits. And for me to do that, there's customers that come in. There's 14 customers. And if I make a customer upset, then I will cut out one of the customers. And I'm pretty sure that lowers my chances of being able to get money. So I'm going to raise the price on everything because otherwise this is impossible. So Gaburimon is an idiot and took my upsell on the meat. Now we have our second customer. If it's Weedmon, I will cry. Oh. Okay. He says he wants some meat. And I'm gonna raise the price. And you see that unhappy bubble on top of its head? It doesn't mean anything, but this Weedmon sucks. It is the worst customer. I'm gonna keep trying to raise the price and just hope that he says, all right, okay, I'm getting nervous because that's the third. Oh, okay, you win. I'm gonna keep the price at normal. There you go. Take it. Bye. Okay, who's next? Gaburimon is very stupid, so he'll be able to. I'll be able to raise the price on him. Yeah, you got a deal. I am so great at this. I did this when I worked at GameStop too. Hi, have you heard about our GameStop rewards program? Would you like a credit card?
I believe you're talking about the Power Up Rewards program.
The Power Up Rewards program. We used to call it like Elite Pro or something. I don't know. Okay. If you try to raise the price on the medicine for Weedmon, it will fail, like, I'm pretty sure 100% of the time, because Weedmon is, I almost said words, but my best word right now is jerk. He's a jerk. Muchomon is an 11%, like, encounter rate, I'm pretty sure. I'm selling Muchomon some expensive meat, and I don't know how many customers I've seen, but we need to make about $900 by the halfway point if we're gonna have a chance. Oh wow, I sold this idiot a toilet for $130. Stupid. All right, there's cute bird waddles in. He wants some meat.
I love this little guy. I love this little guy so much.
He bought my meat. And now someone else is going to come and ask for. I hope they ask for medicine. Medicine is the like highest selling thing. Oh, these idiots are buying all of my stuff. This is excellent. I'm so happy that we reached this, actually. Thank you guys for allowing me to do this. This is actually exactly what I needed to scam and extort these idiots who have been making my run slow. Want some medicine? No, oh my gosh, please. He wants a toilet. Everyone's so... We're actually doing pretty well. I would be extremely surprised if we reached 3,072 bits, because I will tell you, on average, most people, most seeds will earn about, like, around 1,500, Oh my god, he's making me nervous. Oh, he got it. Okay. Goodbye, idiot. Most seeds will earn about an average of, like, 1,500 bits, so this is actually going extremely well. Oh, no! Weedmon is so horrible. Okay, so we just lost a customer.
Weedmon wanted to speak to your manager.
She is such a Karen, absolutely. So we lost a customer, which means that we actually really lost 2 customers. Yeah, I just need these... I need these guys to want medicine. Porta potties give me a good amount of money. 210, but medicine gives me a whole bunch, so I really need someone to ask me for medicine. This is all, like, RNG dependent. I can't... I mean, I can manipulate it, but... Oh my god. Another angry customer. Okay, well, we tried. let me see. We just need everyone else to ask for medicine, and then we would get it, maybe. Oh my gosh, even Gaburimon is getting used to my tactics. So Gaburimon's not falling for it anymore either. That's a little scary. Okay, you want a toilet? Great. How about 300 entire dollars? Excellent. I don't even know how much money I have right now, actually. Oh, we're done. Okay, I am done with my shift. That I wish that our shifts could go by that fast and that the manager would thank us for our work, but he encourages me and says that we can do better and he wants us to work more. So naturally, because we're so good at our job, we have to work more hours, right? That's actually how that goes in real life too. But that is the incentive. We were not able to recruit Monochromon because, again, we earned about an average of 1,500 bits, just like every other seed does. You have to get stupid lucky to get 3,000. But thank you guys for allowing me to do it. That's Digimon World in a nutshell.
This has been an adventure, as we said. Any shout outs before we hand things off?
Yeah, shout outs to the Digimon speedrunning community. I mean, like I said, I've been running this game for about 2 months and they got my time down from a 150 to a 120 something. So there's a lot of room for improvement still, I think, with the run. But it's so much fun. It's been fun learning it alongside other people. And it's Digimon, so more Digimon, more better. Yeah, I think that's about it for me.
All right, thank you so much. I was stoked to be able to be a small part of this amazing run. We are going to take a quick break as we look for our raid target, as this was our last run of the night. So, School, again, thank you so much, and we'll just be right back. Thank you, everyone. Hi, everyone. Thank you again for School for that absolutely amazing run. As we were saying, that sure was an adventure, but the biggest takeaway for me is just the amazing donations that came in from everyone. So I do want to give a massive thank you. We raised over $2,000 going through our milestone. And this is just Friday. We still have Saturday and Sunday coming up. So you have 2 more full days of runs for this marathon. raising money for Go Rescue. So lots to look forward to. We have a raid target coming up, but tomorrow, tune in 10 a.m. We'll be kicking things off with Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. But for now, it looks like Casual Speedrun Lab will be our raid target. So everyone send some love their way. Thank you so much and have a wonderful night.